Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the RemedyCraft server. Today on this episode, we're going to be building a gold farm, but here's King to tell you more about it.
So with the gold farm, it's basically just a bunch of zombie pigmen that are going to be coming after us towards this centerpiece. Most of you who have played Minecraft for a little while know exactly what we're going to be building. Me and Owen have decided to work together on this project since it's going to be a pretty big project. And yeah, so we're going to get started with this, go into a little time lapse, and then we'll see you guys later.
So as you guys can see, we've managed to get 2 layers done. Unfortunately, that top layer is actually 3 blocks tall. So we've been having a few magma cubes spawning, which is going to be a bit of an issue in terms of rates. So the roof that we've made at the top here, which is just half a slab, we're going to move down a full block so that nothing can spawn, but then also only zombie piglins can spawn on the top layer.
So with this farm, we're only going to be doing 3 layers. This is actually Waddle's design for his farm, but we're going to make some adjustments to it as well. We made one of these in our preseason previously that we did not record on, and it worked very efficiently. It just has piglins in the 4 corners. We might go with that design. We are still kind of figuring out what we're doing with it exactly, but the main reason we're making this is because we can AFK at it and get a ton of XP. At least that's why I'm part of the project.
For sure, the XP is going to be amazing. The drops are going to be amazing as well. I mean, as you can see straight away, we've barely been doing this for an hour and a half or something, and there's just so many mobs spawning. So the rates on this are going to be really good.
So we're going to go ahead and hop back into it, and we'll see you guys a little bit later.
Okay, so we've been doing this farm, we've been sort of standing here for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and there's a lot of nuggets there. There's a lot of, obviously, byproducts that we don't need. A lot of the rotten flesh, I suppose we could either trade with clerics, but then also the golden swords we can smelt down into more nuggets, but I think at this point we're probably just going to go with the golden nuggets and the ingots. The rest of it we'll probably just end up getting rid of.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's pretty successful, but I mean, it works pretty good. The zombies are actually after you right now, so
That's fine with
you
me.
have to stand specifically on top of the chest we put down there, like right next to where they... Yeah.
No,
you have to stand right next to it.
It's just funny. So as you guys can see, we've got this really nice looking gold farm. As we said before, this is kind of based on Wattle's design, or the video that Wattles did at least. I'm not sure if he got it from someone else. So we've got 3 layers to this farm, so there's plenty of places for the mobs to spawn, and then we've got these platforms where they can run into the center, into the chamber there, and we can either kill them manually, but we're also going to set up an AFK section so that they can fall into the hole and an entity cramming is going to kill them.
Yeah, we might actually end up building like 3 more chambers in each side so that we can stand directly in the center and they'll fall down everywhere. If we stand here, they'll get stuck up there and like come after us at this spot. But if we stand over here, they are able to detect us right here, so they'll actually fall down.
Standing in the right position makes them far more efficient.
Like right here is like the golden spot, like between this block and this block, but here would be fine.
Ow. Oh, sorry, dude. That's sweeping edge for you. But yeah, I definitely think that our next job is to put in an item sorter, because there's a lot of stuff coming through here that like I say, the rotten flesh and the golden swords, they're going to be taking up a lot of the spaces, and obviously golden swords don't stack, so it's going to be a bit of an issue. And like I say, we're not going to really need these, so we may either put them to go straight into a smelter and we can get the nuggets that way, or we're just going to throw them into lava and just have them discarded.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole farm design that we have.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with how it went. To be honest, this is the first time I've actually created a gold farm that works, so yeah, go us.
Oh, nice.
So now that we're 9 episodes into the series, I think it's about time... Oh, great, now it's raining. I think it's about time that we make a shop, don't you? I've seen a few times now people in the Discord have been asking about enchanted books, so I thought that's what I'm going to do. And as you can see behind me, we've got the librarian villager head, and then also my head, courtesy of King. So that's what my idea for this is going to be. I'm going to sell enchanted books, and I'm going to kind of amalgamate those two heads together. So it's going to be my face with a villager's hat on. Now, I've never built a face in Minecraft before. This is a complete first for me. I have no idea how it's going to go, but I'm going to be doing this as a 2:1 ratio. So you can see along the bottom here, there's 8 pixels in my face, and I'm assuming that there's going to be 8 going upwards as well. So luckily for me, I do have these heads to use as references, and obviously I'm not going to be able to get all this intricate detail in all these different colors. I'm starting off with terracotta. I've also got some other blocks to use, like white terracotta and quartz and things like that, and I might be able to make some more up here and there. But for the most part, I think they'll do the job. And then, like I say, we're going to have the red blocks, the white blocks, and the yellows in the hat. I may have to look into getting some more blocks, because at the moment all I've got is red concrete, and that was going to do these bits here. But for the darker bits here and here, I'm maybe going to try and find something else. Now, I know that this episode already has quite a few time lapses in it, and I'm sorry about that, but it does make this whole process a lot easier, just being able to jump into it and get the build done. I'm going to be making quite a few mistakes here, so if I do, I'll be sure to point them out. But without further ado, let's jump into what will be, hopefully, the very last time lapse. Let's go. So there we have it, guys, all nice and finished. A replica of me. Well, sort of. It's not perfect by any stretch. I was really struggling to find the right blocks for this palette. Not only trying to find the right ones that got the right texture, but also the right shades as well. But I'm really proud of how this has turned out. Of course, if we head inside, through the mouth. So inside it's fairly straightforward. It's just the other side of the blocks. I'm going to leave this as is. I don't think it particularly needs anything else. But of course, the main thing in here is going to be what I'm selling. So I've got as many books as I can at the moment. As you guys know, in my villager trading hall, I've got 18 librarians. So I've got 18 books lined up here, all the way from Thorns 3 all the way around to Flame. So it's quite a selection here, and I think it's the more important ones that people are going to want. We'll kind of see how it goes. If people request other books, I might look into that as well. But for now, I'm really proud of this build because this is the first time I've ever done a face. And of course, I've had to try it and amalgamate the design of 2 heads, not just this librarian villager, but also my own. And again, I think it's gone okay, so I'm pretty proud of this. Although it kind of does look like I've got sideburns, but anyway, this is one job on the list I can tick off. But there is one thing in particular that I've been missing this season. Netherite. So that's my next job. Let's head back to the base, gear up, head to the nether, and get some ancient debris. So I'm pretty much geared up for all this now. As you can see here, I've got my TNT. There isn't a lot there because I don't have a lot of gunpowder, but I've got 2 full shulker boxes of beds. Now, hopefully that's going to be enough to get me enough ancient debris to smelt down into netherite ingots in order to do my tools and my armor. We'll kind of see how that goes. Now, I know quite a few people on this server have already got netherite, and they're doing quite a lot of mining of it. So I'm going to have to go to the nether, travel, I don't know, like a couple of thousand blocks, and then just dig down wherever's convenient, and hopefully we'll find some ancient debris. It is worth noting as well that I've got some fire resist potions and some cobbled deep slate just to use as building blocks. Okay, so currently we're looking west, south, north, and I'm really not sure which way is going to be the best to go. But if we go in one straight line for a while, then maybe it'll be easier to find our way back. So let's head west. Anyway, I think we're going to be far enough out the way, so I'm going to find a nice patch of land near the lava, and we'll see how far we can dig down. Well, this looks like as good a place as any, so let's start digging down and we'll kind of see how far we get. Well, there's a lot of lava around here, so it's not really doing too much for us, so what I'm going to do is just head in a slightly different direction. We'll see how far we can get. So that was fairly painless. Obviously, there was a big lava pocket up there, so we've had to head in a slightly different direction. But for anyone that doesn't know, Y level 15 is actually the best place to get ancient debris. On this Y coordinate, it spawns the most. So the plan now is just to mine out a really long tunnel, and then we can use the beds and the TNT to blow holes in the whole thing and hopefully uncover some ancient debris. Again, for anyone that doesn't know and anyone that's unsure, ancient debris actually doesn't blow up, and we found a piece already. Why did I not get the achievement? So I didn't actually just get the achievement then, unfortunately, because I've already got it. So earlier on in this season, King actually gave me a piece of ancient debris. Unfortunately, it was just to show off the whole flexing thing. But I still got the achievement then, and that's why I've not got it now. Always got to be nice and thorough, just make sure that there's no other pieces of ancient debris around it. I'm going to use the TNT first. So the way I do it is place one TNT, leave 2 gaps, and place. Just keep repeating this process. Okay, let's light them up. But with an initial assessment there, I don't think we've uncovered any, but there could be some hidden under this lava, so I try to be as thorough as I can in getting rid of some of this stuff. Of course, ancient debris is incredibly rare, even at this wire level. So you could use tons of TNT, tons of beds, and barely find anything. So the key is to just be patient and persistent. So having cleared that out, it definitely doesn't look like it's been fruitful, unfortunately, but we've got a lot of beds to go through, so let's make a start on that now. Very nerve-wracking using beds because you can't really get the distance that you want on them so you don't blow yourself up. Okay, so from the looks of it, again, nothing, but when we find some more, I'll let you know. And there we have some success. So yeah, ancient debris doesn't burn, it doesn't blow up or anything like that. So it's a great technique to use beds and TNT to blow the rest of everything else out of the way. And then you're just left with this glorious cheddar. Just another one piece, unfortunately. But we'll just have to keep going and see how far we get. I've started another couple of tunnels down the other side. And then from there we can sprout off more tunnels either side. So I'd say that was a pretty successful haul. We managed to come away with 44 ancient debris, which once smelted down will turn into netherite scrap, and then once we've mixed it with the golden ingots, that will make 11 netherite ingots. More than enough to do all of my tools and all of my gear. So let's get that done now. Now we've got 11 netherite ingots. We can go over to the smithing table. And we can start the upgrades. You know what as well? I'm going to do my diamond hoe just for the flex. I think we get an achievement for this as well, don't we? Hey, serious dedication. Just look at this. Really nice shimmering purple armor. Don't get me wrong, I do like diamond armor, but netherite is just so much better. I may or may not do my chestplate as well. I tend to have my wings on like all the time. So unless I'm doing something that's going to require me to have extra protection, I'm just going to leave my elytra on. But that's it for this episode. I'm really happy with all the stuff we got done today. I do need to do a little bit more work on the villager trader hall, maybe a couple more farms, and then also make some more progress on the main build up there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now. Look in the bottom left corner, zombified piglin's head. Yeah, it looks like Steve.
For me, it looks like a zombie pigman.
That's so weird.
It just looks like a zombie pig head for me.
Well, you're gonna have a shock when you watch my video, because that definitely looks like Steve to me. So there's definitely something wrong there.